I don't say this lightly, but yoga has saved my life on more than one occasion. And I don't mean in a morning routine, trendy kind of way. I mean in a real deep healing kind of way. You see, yoga brought me back to my breath, my body, and to myself when I didn't know how to do that on my own. If you're in a hard season, physically, mentally, or hormonally, I want you to know that healing doesn't have to be loud. It can start with one breath, a little bit of stillness, and one moment at a time. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Charlene Town, and I share healthy habits, mindset shifts, and healthy recipes to help you live a healthy lifestyle that you actually love living. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I love you so much. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. As you saw from the title of the video, I want to share with you guys, one, I've got some really exciting news coming up, but two, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of a journey that I have gone on over the last 20 something years, okay? And that's my journey with yoga. And honestly, the thing that brings me back to myself, it's just been life-changing, and it's been a theme throughout my life, and it's honestly the thing that helped me create my healthy habits, that helped me create this healthy lifestyle, because it helped me become present in my life. Okay, and so if this is content that you guys like to see, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's jump into today's video. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna have a really exciting announcement at the end of the video, so stay tuned. But I just wanted to share with you guys, like, this is gonna be a short video. I promise it's not gonna be too long and drawn out. I just wanted to share a little bit about me. It's the end of the year, and I was doing some reflection, and this time last year, I had a meeting with my yoga instructor, who I took my 200-hour yoga teacher training. This year, I started this January, but I did an interview for this program, and I was sitting down and I was talking with my yoga instructor, and the question that she asked me, what does yoga mean to you? What is your why for wanting to become a yoga teacher? And I found yoga in college when I was, in my early 20s, and I wanted to get this yoga body. Everybody had these tiny, tight tummies, and, I went for the physical aspects, and I was in college, and so I took a class in college. So I went for the physical benefits, but every single time we were in Shavasana and we were still and we were quiet, I would be sobbing, like silent tears just rolling down my face. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? I don't know anybody in this class. Why am I crying? Like, for me, especially at that time of my life, crying was like a weakness. There was like, why was I crying? I had no idea. And so I kept going back, because I was like, what is this? What's going on? Why do I feel this way? At that time, I was working 3 jobs. I was full-time in college. I was a straight A student. Like, I just put my head down and I worked as hard as I could. I had to survive, and I was just like putting one foot in front of the other. I was sleeping in my car in between classes because I was so tired. And honestly, I just kind of blocked everything out and was like focused on the goal at hand. And so it wasn't until, I don't know, a couple years later, I was starting to get my psoriatic arthritis symptoms really bad. And the workouts that I had always done, like lifting weights and running on the treadmill and doing all that kind of stuff, I couldn't take those classes anymore, or I couldn't do those kinds of workouts anymore because my body was just in so much pain. And so I got a ping from the universe that was like, go to yoga. Just try yoga again. And then I found this beautiful teacher where I live, and I started doing yoga with her. And most of the time, because I was in so much pain, yoga is not super great for my arthritis that I have. But my instructor she'd be like, it's okay to just rest. And I never let myself just rest. And so I would go into child's pose and I would feel so defeated. And she was like, this is yoga. Asanas are the poses, are the positions, but yoga is being here and being present with ourselves, with our emotions, with our body, with our breath. And I was like, oh, I've never sat still long enough to really acknowledge that. So I did yoga for a little while, and then I got my body to start feeling better again. I started doing doing workouts again. And then it wasn't until I had my daughter in 2018, Yoga with Adriene, she always does like a January program. Was it 2020 that I found her? In January, I was in a lot of pain again, and I was getting done with this workout group that I was working out with, and I was like, you know what? Yes, I'm gonna do this. It's 30 days of yoga, and I love yoga, and I feel like I always come back to yoga. And there was a bunch of videos in this particular 30-day program that were like, it's okay to just breathe. Focus on your breath. Focus on your breath. And then we'd be doing like chaturangas. We'd go from high plank to low plank, and she'd be like, whisper to yourself, I am strong. And I would whisper, I am strong. And it would make me cry every time. It's gonna make me cry right now. And it brought me back to myself. That was the reason that I was like, start working on yourself, start listening to your body. Because for so long, like, with having psoriatic arthritis, I lived a very traumatic, very abusive, very difficult childhood. I just block it out, and I put my head down, and I just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the noise in my head. I don't want to remember what happened. Like, just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And so I would watch shows until I'd fall asleep. I'd read a book until I fell asleep. Like, I would not let my mind just think. I would not let my mind remind me of what I really want, what is important to me. It's so much easier to write a goal down and just like be headstrong and focus on that one thing and ignore my body, like completely detach from my breath and my body. And yoga is a constant reminder to come back to myself, to listen, to honor my body, to show up to my mat as who I am that day. Not as the girl I was yesterday, not as the girl I was a year ago, but today, and meet her where she's at, right? And so I took my 200-hour yoga teacher training, and then I started teaching at my yoga studio back in September. And yoga is something that I believe everyone needs. I thought for a really long time that you had to have this certain body and this certain lifestyle to be a yogi, to practice yoga. You had to look a certain way, you had to wear certain outfits, you had to be vegan. Like, I just had this idea, and that's not it. That's not yoga, right? That's what America has made fitness look like, right? Yoga is about being present. It's about being here, being now, showing up as you are, whoever you are. Doesn't matter what you're wearing, doesn't matter if you even have a yoga mat, like, it's just showing up for yourself and being quiet enough to listen. I heard once that, yoga is actually just meditation, but it takes us moving through an asana practice. It takes us going through the poses and wearing ourselves out and getting out of our head so that we can actually lie in shavasana, which is the most important part, is that settling down and just being still and being quiet. But it takes us moving through those poses to allow our bodies the time and the space to rest, right? And to get out of our head. And I think that is so beautiful, and it's totally true. So with all that being said, I want to know what your experience with yoga is, if you guys enjoy yoga, or if you've ever had that feeling that you get in a yoga class where you cry at the end of class, or you feel really choked up or overwhelmed. You're in a hip opening position and you're like, wow, those were really big emotions. I don't know where those came from. It's okay. Just breathe through them and feel them, and just maybe question like, hey, what was that? What am I trying to move through? What is my body trying to tell me? That is one of the greatest gifts yoga has given me, is slowing down enough to ask myself, what is my body trying to tell me? And that means the most to me, because at the end of the day, if I'm bloated, what is my gut trying to tell me? What did I eat today that maybe made me not feel good? I'm not getting really good sleep right now. Why? What's going on? Am I drinking too much coffee? Did I not work out today? Like, what's going on, right? It gives me this permission to check in with myself. And so with all of that being said, you guys, I have started a new adventure here on YouTube. I've created a new channel. It's called Flow with Charlene, and And over on that channel, we're gonna be doing yoga. I personally love cardio yoga flows where we kind of pick up the pace and we pick up light weights and we do some like Pilates style movements that's combination with traditional yoga poses and flows. And I wanna be able to give you guys gentle morning videos and evening relaxing videos and workout videos, 30 minutes or less. I want to do mindset videos over there. I tried adding mindset to this channel over here and YouTube was like, I don't know what to do with it. And so I was playing around with the idea of starting a podcast where I could put all of my mindset stuff and my meditations and all that kind of stuff. But I really want to bring yoga to everyone. I want to show you that all bodies can practice yoga. I want to be able to give modifications because there are days that I can't practice yoga the way I used to or the way I want to because my body's in pain. And that's okay. Like, I used to see that as a flaw, and I used to see that as, well, I can't be an instructor because I can't show up every single day exactly the same, where they're gonna see me exactly the same, doing the same thing. And I think we need to see that. I think we need to see that we don't all show up perfectly every day, that we all don't have that same perfect matching outfit, and we're not all this tiny yoga body maybe that we think we should see in a yoga studio or in a yoga video. And so I just want to bring something new to YouTube, and I'm so excited. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box down below. We're gonna go live on January 1st. I'll be posting in the community tab here and over there when the first video is gonna go live. I'm so excited for this new journey and this new adventure, and I really hope that this is something that you're excited about too. You guys can go over and follow me there now so that when the content comes up, you'll get notified. You just have to hit that notification bell so that it notifies you when the new content comes out. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to share what yoga means to me and what I really want to bring to the yoga space here on YouTube. And I have no idea where this is going to lead. I know I want to do some in-person events, doing yoga and mindset and just really connecting with women, having really big conversations. And so this is going to be a space that we can start that. So thank you so much for being here. If you made it to the end of the video, leave a little yoga emoji if you guys are excited. Let me know what kind of videos that you guys are excited to see, what would be beneficial for you, what would be really helpful for you, maybe what's hard for you about yoga, and we can talk about it and debunk it, and I can pull in some mindset stuff when we're in the yoga practice. Anyway, it's gonna be so much fun. Let's start the conversation in the comments down below. Again, I will leave the link to the new channel so you can go subscribe right now and be ready for some content coming for you guys very soon. And if this is content that you guys like to see, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And don't forget to share my channel, Flow with Charlene, with a friend who you think would love it. And I can't wait for you guys to come hang out with me over on Flow with Charlene. I'm still keeping this channel here. This is still gonna be mindset, healthy recipes, day in the life, healthy resets, like all the good stuff that we do here. We're gonna keep doing that here. We're just also including yoga and mindset videos over on Flow with Charlene. So that's it for today's video. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you here and over on Flow with Charlene. Until then, I'll see you then. Mwah. Bye.